Ready?
How do you want to start them?
I don't know, it's your video, not mine. We've already started. Go.
Okay, we're going to start from a 3/4 mount, moving down to a smash pass, and then from the smash pass we're going to do a couple moves where we take the knee, move around to the back. We're going to go up to the upper body, finish with a couple submissions. We'll go back to the middle. If the guy goes up to his knees, then we'll take his back. And if we go to the lower half, we'll do a leg drag. Want to get into it? Let's do it. Okay, so we're going to start with 3/4 mount here, or the quarter guard, however you call it. Okay, so here we have to make sure that we always have strong weight on our right knee, or the knee that's being trapped here, so that he can't recover. Because if I do leave it up here, he's going to turn hard back in, and he's going to get back in tight. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is, instead of moving up, we're going to move down. We're going to get this left knee behind the butt as deep as possible. Okay, and we're going to push it up. Okay, because we have to put our hip against his hip, or his leg, because we have to maintain this leg. If we move around the back, we want to maintain the top leg. So again, as we move down here, we're going to put all our weight on that left hip. I like to grab in the collar. Okay, and then from here, we're going to move this out. We have to keep the weight on this knee to go straight down. And as we go down, it's going to start to hurt his leg, so he has to open up. And from here, okay, so it'll be very hard for him to turn back through, because I'm putting so much weight on his leg, and it's mostly just on my left hip. Okay, if he does, if I take a bit of weight off and he does turn back in hard, then I have to glide over, and I have to recover the position on this side. Okay. So again, we have to maintain a lot of weight on that leg from our hip. So as we come down here and we force it through, he opens up, I put the weight down, leg comes out, I'm strong here. Okay, so we're going to hold the knee because we don't want him to turn back in. And as we do that, we're going to come around to the back. Once we get here, we're going to grab that knee so we can go around to the back side. Okay, so from here, I'm going to move around. Okay, I'm going to maintain a lot of pressure on my chest so that he can't roll back towards me. I don't want him to roll back. So here, I'm forcing him forward, so his only way that he wants, the only way that he wants to go is forward. So here, I got to follow him and make sure he doesn't get away from me. I've got control. My right foot comes on the ground on the outside. I'm going to shove the other one through and pull him back. So now here, I've got control. I want him in front of me, not on top of me. If I put him on top of me, I'm carrying his weight. Bottom hook strong. Other one hooks. I don't want him to roll to his back. If he can roll under me this way, then he's going to get away. If he can roll up to his knees, all I'm going to do is I'm going to put my foot back down and recover my position. But if he can roll to his back, it's a problem. So that's why this hook is down here. That stops him from rolling. Okay, now we're going to get through underneath, open him up, put the hook in, 4 points. And from here we can always switch to other things. Come back up to here, we're good. Maintaining lots of pressure on him, making sure he can't turn. And if he's not defending that neck, we're going to bring it in, we're going to make it tight, grab the bottom, we could just extend here, finishing him off. Okay, very easy choke. Here, open it up, give it to the other one. Grab the bottom, extend down, extend back. You can finish them off. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to come up to his upper body. So again, here, we're going to move ourselves through. We're going to maintain a lot of pressure. Arm's going to come in under the arm. We're going to hold the gi, or Kimura right here. So with this Kimura, here, I'm going to maintain pressure on his body. Forward, up, through. And I like to put my left shoulder down and the weight on top of his body to stay strong. So again, here, we're going to move up, through, maintaining lots of pressure on that shoulder, coming up, stepping over, and now once I came over, I'm going to pull this on top. Okay, so from here, on top, knee down, up, down, back around. Okay. So the other issue coming here is once I came up to this point, arm comes through. If he starts to grab onto his own gi and I come here, it's going to be very hard to bring his arm over. So instead we're going to put the right leg up and we're going to come back to the armbar. Here. Now I like to drop everything towards the head to break open that arm. Pull it through. I like to maintain control on the back of the arm. That way the pivot point can be wherever you want it to be. If I lose the pivot point, it always has to be this way. But if I have this pivot point on my hand, I can turn it the other way. I can even turn it upside down and finish it upside down. So again, here, forcing him forward. Okay, we can always go upper body, take the choke, take the Kimura, take the armbar. We can always wait till he goes up to his knees and take his back. I don't think so. Here, we can always put the leg through. So we have to make sure we don't put the foot through or else he'll go for the knee bar. He'll drop down and go through. So we have to maintain pressure along behind his leg. And we're putting lots of weight on his leg so he can't move around. So now here, if we want to move on to another lesson, which we'll do, here, the arm's going to come through. So once we have this around his neck, it actually slows down a lot of his leg lock attacks. Because if I put this through now and he tries to go under, I'm just going to choke him a little bit to stop him from moving around. So here, my foot, I'm going to put my other leg in, take this one out, and now we're strong here. And alright, so again, here, knees tight here. Okay, I can't get this foot down if I move down, so instead we're gonna drop our hip. Okay, so we're gonna move the leg behind, move ourselves down. We can't move that right leg out, so instead I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna go armpit to armpit with him. So from here, grab the belt. If the belt is loose, grab the gi too. Okay, so the right knee has to get tight to his body as I drop my hip. Okay, so this knee is tight right here to his hip. This foot, we have to get. I gotta maintain all my weight on his upper body. That way, if he tries to bump and move around, he just can't. And if he tries to move away from me, he's not gonna get too far, especially if he wants to continue holding on to this. So the first one, we can just open it up here. Put him right back to his back, and we have side control. We can always bring it back and step over, but there's a little bit of a trick to that. Okay. So again, if he has control of this and he's being really tight with it, and I can't just open it up. Then I can use my other knee here underneath his leg to open it up. Okay, so from here, if I do that and I keep this foot tight, I open it up, I put it under, and he comes up to his knees at this point, then I can take his back. So again, just like before, we already have that position. We're strong. Okay, and I can always come underneath his neck here, or I can pull myself up to here. It's really up to you. So this time here, we're going to take mount. But to take mount, it's hard to just step over, because as soon as I step over, he's going to recover this leg because he's still completely sideways. As soon as I step over here, he's going to come out, get his underhook, and he's taking my back already. So it's kind of a bait on his part if I try to go for it. So instead, I'm going to open it up here. I'm going to put my other foot in between on the outside. Okay, so from here, there's two ways I like to take mount. Either by taking the leg high or going underneath. Okay, going underneath, we just pull him back to his back. So here, if he tightens that up, he really doesn't have anything, and really it's just wasting his own energy. I have mount, I'm strong, I can move up very easily, doesn't matter. But if we move back here, okay, the other one here is moving up high. So I pull that leg and I make sure I get it high as I come over. That way he can't reclose it and he has to go back to his back because I'm putting so much weight on him. And I like to maintain my weight sideways on him here. So as I come over, here, here, I'm still putting lots of weight on here. I can always come over and take control of the arm, or I can move myself up to a strong position again. So here, drop the hip, open it up. If I'm putting the foot in, strong. Okay, so from here I can take him forward, take it underneath, put him forward. Or I can move my foot out of the way, come up to my knee, and I'm going to roll over my shoulder under him. This foot has to stay on this side. If it comes to the other side with you, you're never going to get the good hook because you need your bottom hook. So here, as I roll over, I give it to the other foot and my bottom hook is strong. I don't care about the top hook. Top hook can stay here. Okay, now we can choose to take this position or come up and take this position, which is just as strong. So again, when I'm dropping my hip, coming down here, if I can't get this leg out, he's holding it too far. Okay, and if you get a really, really strong guy and you take a bit of weight off and you come up like this, they're going to turn back in hard. And you've got to be careful because as soon as they get to this point, if I let this knee off the ground again, I'm going to lose my position. He's going to get his half guard back. So even if he's able to bump your leg up and we get to this position right here, and he starts to bump you up and try to get half guard back, we have to shove this through as deep as possible. Because we can always come back into our slice position, you know, putting weight down, holding him, coming through. And from there, you know, here, if he bumps up and I have to come up to here, we can always choose to go right or left. If we go right, we go back to that quarter mount, which, you know, we're putting ourselves back into square one, which is fine too, because you can always redo all the moves from there as well. So here, I can always come back to here and force him back sideways and restart again. Okay. Otherwise that, or he pushes me up, and I force him to the other side, pull him down, come across. You know, if these positions are not working for you, if you're going down here and you keep pushing down and he's just too strong, he keeps forcing you back to having to recover the position, then we can stay up here. And instead, we keep our hands out far. Okay, and once we come up here, we try to open him up. To open him up, we have to bring him back to his back. So here, we force him, and then we can start moving the other side up as well, and we've recovered our position. So again, here, if this isn't working by going down, this isn't coming out, flipping our hip is never working. So instead here, we're going to force our hands up, put our foot in here, and force him back to his back, move our other leg up, and we're free.
Okay, so what do we do today? So we're starting in everything we showed today was the quarter guard. So doing the smash pass, we got taking the back, we have sliding down to the front if you're not putting your weight properly on the guy, then moving up to the upper torso, doing a choke, the Kimura into the armbar, and then moving into the leg drag position as well, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think from dropping the hip, we are taking mount in 2 different ways, and the last one we did was opening him up and taking mount, and also what to do if the opponent underneath you tries to grab, recover his half guard, and putting his knee on the belly there. I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Sounds about right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Sounds alright, yeah. I don't know.
Alright, sweet.
Sounds good. It's probably good.